sure it's going, and let's go see the good people at WSBC. We don't need our documents here. They know what's going on. The good people at WSBC. Hope everybody's having a good day. I'm having an interesting day. Hi there. I've been coming here for a couple weeks now trying to get access to my caseworker. Apparently the RCMP called here yesterday and talked to somebody, and they told the RCMP my claim had been denied.
It's been denied?
No, it hasn't. I was just pensioned on April 1st.
Okay.
This lady on the, she's dealt with me, and she knows corporate security has told you guys to block my access.
Okay.
Like, I can come in the building and talk to you. So they're allowing this. They're allowing me to have this dangerous interaction with you, but they're saying that it's dangerous for me to talk to my caseworker on the phone. Okay. She claimed yesterday, I guess, to the RCMP that she fears for her safety. Then why am I allowed to come and talk to you? Isn't that bad that corporate security is letting me come in here, how dangerous I am, and I can talk to you and endanger your life? But her life is worth more than yours. By the way, you're on Facebook Live right now.
Okay.
And you're being recorded, yeah.
Okay.
That's what we've come to. Isn't that horrible? I know.
Could I get your name, please?
My name's David Hamilton. Everybody knows my name, though. Gonna make you infamous. Infamous. I'm thinking of starting a YouTube channel called that. Doing reviews of all these government procedures and workers. What do you think? Good name?
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I'm new.
That's okay. I'm new at all this too, dear. Like I said, I just got pensioned April 1st.
Yeah. Sorry, is there anything that's
I did bring my paperwork in with me.
Okay, well, you don't have to give me a number, just tell me what.
Well, yesterday apparently the people at WSBC told the RCMP my claim had been denied.
Okay, which claim?
Well, I have two active claims right now. One for a shoulder injury that's been accepted for long-term pain and suffering, that kind of stuff. They called it arthritis, but it's actually thoracic outlet syndrome.
A left shoulder?
Yeah, and there's also, of course, you're aware of the psychological impairment caused by asbestos exposure, and the fact that I didn't get treatment for 12 years.
So which one do you think it was about? I'm just trying to...
Well, here's what I went to the RCMP to press charges against Paul Cuthill for blocking my access to my caseworker.
Okay.
And they said that WSBC doesn't supply health care, the RCMP, that you guys said you don't give health benefits. Is that your position, that WorkSafe doesn't supply health benefits to injured workers?
Well, they don't know our... We do and we don't.
Oh,
I mean, sometimes.
But I'm entitled to it. I'm in pensioned long-term disability.
You probably have received health benefits.
No, I've been cut off. That's what I've been saying, and that's why I've been trying to.
Cut off of what type of benefits?
Counseling, medication, doctor. We went over this all. You've already done this over and over again, where you bend down and write down notes, but nobody calls me. That's why we're here again. So, but the biggest problem is that they lied to the RCMP. To say that my claim had been denied is not true. And to say that WorkSafe doesn't provide healthcare benefits, you might not be the doctor, but you're the door. Without talking to my caseworker, I don't get to go see my counselor. And you agree with that? You're nodding. Yes, you understand.
No, I'm nodding because I'm listening to what.
But you understand what I'm saying, that without talking to my caseworker, she controls my access to any further benefits. She also made a claim yesterday that she fears for her safety. So here's my position on.
Who's she?
I don't know. They won't give me her name.
Okay.
And that's I was going to ask you this as well. Would you be able to at least tell me where my caseworker is? What city they're in?
All I would say is that I would think that it is because all claims are handled by different departments depending on the nature of the claim. So my guess is it's probably handled in the Lower Mainland.
Richmond. And that's what I think, because I had one...
It's definitely not handled here.
No, I know that. I had a caseworker, but it's WorkSafe BC. You guys have the ability to look on a computer and see what's happening anywhere in the province. You do. I'm not going to argue about it.
I imagine you probably do as well.
No, I don't. Actually, believe it or not, WorkSafe Corporate Security, I just got access. They had blocked me from access to the portal.
Okay.
Well, it's actually not. They reversed that when I threatened civil action. And this is what I'm talking about, is this...
Okay, but the thing is you're going on all of these different tangents, like you're wanting questions answered, but I'm trying to be clear on what questions
here's the problem. WorkSafe BC is still restricting my access to my caseworker, and you're not doing anything about it. And when I went to the RCMP to file a claim, they're telling me that Paul has every right to impose a peace bond because WorkSafe told him to. They're also telling me that you guys don't provide health care benefits and that I don't have a claim here. You guys are...
You don't have a claim in Terrace.
I have a claim with WorkSafe BC.
Oh, but not in Terrace, you don't.
Okay, I want you to stop this. Do I have a claim with WorkSafe BC?
Of course.
And is WorkSafe BC across the province? And WorkSafe BC... Yeah, but you're acting...
Have a claim with WorkSafe
Then stop
BC,
saying it's not in this office, because it doesn't matter if it's in this office. As I am living here, I should be able... If I had evidence to give to my file, could I bring it to this office?
You could drop off documents.
Then,
yes.
and could you have documents faxed here and I could come and pick them up?
We could, yeah, we could.
So we could conduct business through this office if we chose to.
No.
We couldn't.
No.
So you're
we could receive documents from you. If you have anything you'd like to drop off today, I'm happy to take it.
But you're saying that there's something in the act or your policy that says that I cannot communicate with my caseworker through the Terrace office. There's something that's preventing me in policy?
I don't know that.
Well, then why am I being prevented?
What I'm saying is your claim is not...
No, and I understand that. We're clear on that. That my claim is in Comox, but it's being handled in Richmond.
Okay, so you probably...
No, that's what you said. No, you said likely.
I said your claim isn't being handled...
I understand that, and I want to know where it is. Where, if not...
I'm guessing the...
Where is my caseworker? Because here's the thing.
I haven't even looked at your claim. I don't
okay,
even know the number.
let's de-escalate here. You know I get triggered. You lied to the police, or not you personally, but WorkSafe BC. I believe my caseworker. I believe the RCMP actually spoke to my caseworker yesterday. But I don't know. But I'm going to FOIA request. I'm going to ask you right now. I would like to know if who talked to the RCMP regarding David Hamilton yesterday. Can you write that down?
That's what you want to know the answer.
No, that's one thing I want to know. Okay. There's a lot of things I want to know, and here's the thing is.
Let's get them nailed down.
You've already done this. Where's the response from the last 2 times I came here and we took notes? We're going to get things nailed down. Where is all that?
Have you looked at your claim?
No.
Do you still have access to your claim through the portal now?
Do you remember me telling you that I am not computer literate, that I don't go on the computer and write, that I do things orally?
So you don't go on the...
I never go on the computer. I don't deal with the computer. I don't deal with internet. I don't do that. I'm willing to talk to people on the phone, and I'm willing to talk to people in person. And that's the way I communicate.
Okay, so if you're going to come into the Terrace office, what you're going to be doing here at this moment in time is you're going to be giving information to us. We will be putting it on your claim file, and it will be forwarded.
No, see, that's not satisfactory.
That is what's
then what's going to happen is you have to go.
You drop off documentation.
No. See, I'm being blocked access. Like you said, that corporate security says that I can talk to them. I can talk to them on this phone, right?
I don't know.
You told me before when I was here. It's on video. So you said that corporate security is willing to talk to me over the telephone here. Yes?
We could try to do that.
But you won't do that with my caseworker.
No.
And why is that?
Because there are rules in place that we can't just put you through to your case.
You
know this.
No, they're not rules. So this is what I'm telling you.
You know that the process to get to your case.
No, there's no process. You guys, and this is what I'm saying. Now I want you to know.
That.
Let's de-escalate again. No, I know your position. Here, I talked to my MLA. I'm meeting with him on Tuesday, and I've already talked to them. And they say if there is no court order, that there is no way that corporate security can do this.
Is the MLA here or the MLA in
Kitimat? In Kitimat. I'm meeting them on Tuesday. They're going to get all the information. Now, what I'm talking to them about is dropping this access issue, as well as the charges. Now, you remember I came here originally wanting to deal with this. I said, all I want you to do is remove the block on my call so I can talk to my caseworker.
Yeah, that was documented on your
It's been almost 2 weeks now. And nothing's been happening. I'll ask my wife to look at there, but I can guarantee you, nobody's given me access. My phone is still blocked. I check every day. So I don't have access to my caseworker. That is a criminal offense. And I came here and I told you I'm going to try and resolve that. I'm trying to work with WorkSafe BC. Your position, and this is what I'm going to say, is the RCMP told me that my caseworker yesterday told them that she fears for her safety. Now here's what's going on. So corporate security has told me in email, they said we have no problem with you going down to the terrace office and interacting with the staff in the terrace office in person. You have that right. But you're not allowed to talk to the person on the phone because that person is fear of their safety. And we fear for their safety. So apparently, like I said to the girl over there, that caseworker's life in Vancouver is worth more than yours. They're making an assertion that that worker in Vancouver is in danger if she talks to me. But you're not in any danger. And that's the position of work.
What we're capable of doing here is, again, we can take paperwork from you.
What you can do right now is you can go over there and you can pick up the phone Paul and tell them that they got to tell me who talked to the RCMP yesterday. That's what I want to know right now. I'm not leaving here until I know who at WorkSafe BC told the RCMP that my claim was denied, that my caseworker fears for her life, and what was the other one? And that WorkSafe BC does not provide me health care benefits.
Okay.
So go call Paul.
Say those three things again. I want to be clear.
What did you write down?
I haven't written anything down. I said you want to know who talked to the RCMP. That's as far as I got.
Yeah, because they told them my claim was denied.
Okay, so what else did you want to know?
They also told them that my caseworker cannot speak to me because she fears for her safety. I want to know why. Why does she fear for her safety besides the fact Paul has told her to fear for her safety? And there was a third thing that...
I think you said something about health care benefits, that we don't pay for that.
Yeah, they told... No, not the pay. It's nothing about pay. What they told the RCMP is that WorkSafe BC does not provide health care benefits. Which, I mean, you know they do. I mean, it's just asinine.
Well, we pay for them. We don't provide them.
No, you don't provide them, but I can't go to see my counselor. Yeah, you pay for them. But you also expedite, and there's also benefits available through the work... You can, but you choose not to. I know that.
Some things we can, some things
yeah, that's fine, but you can. There's a difference between there's workers' compensation and MSP. When I went and saw the RCMP, they said, well, if you want to see a doctor, you can go to the hospital. But if I go to the hospital and I say I have a WorkSafe claim, they're going to say, well, it needs approval before it can get billed. Because it's not an acute case now, it's plateaued.
Okay, so those are the three things you want to know. Okay,
No, that's just today. See, you guys just giving me the runaround. This has been...
I'm not giving you the runaround. I'm literally taking...
That's fine. You're doing your job, but the people you're passing it on to are not doing their job.
You don't know where they are at in this
I do know where they're at. I can tell you what. I'll call my wife and I'll tell her to look on the phone. Excuse me?
Where are they at in this process?
The same place they've always been, denying me access, denying me to put evidence on my claim, interfering with my access. All Paul is there to, he's not there keeping anybody safe. He's trying to increase the mental anguish and harass me. He doesn't do anything good for you guys. We would have been much better if I had talked to my caseworker and been able to build a relationship with her over the last few years. If they had engaged in the counseling sessions like my counselor had asked them to. You guys just stand behind your walls and say we're omnipotent and you should beg us and then thank us for the benefits we give you that you're entitled to. I'm not going to beg and I'm not going to thank, and when you're violating the law and my rights, I'm going to hold you accountable. And like I said to the girl over there, I'm going to start a YouTube channel, and all of this I'm going to start putting on there, not for profit, not for profit, and not to embarrass you, like I said.
Go ahead, you start your YouTube channel.
Like I said, it's to help people like me, because something like that would have helped me 10 years ago to be able to see what I'm dealing with. Because, like I said to you before, I feel bad that you are being put in this position.
Don't feel bad. That's
No,
what we're here for.
no, you're not here for that. My caseworker is here. You're wrong. And that's...
I'm happy to try to take this
But the fact is you're doing nothing. You're obstructing. You are obfuscating my claim, and you're doing it. No, you're doing it at the orders of WorkSafe BC.
Why don't you call Corey right now, if there's still a relationship there, and find out if she is able to go on the portal.
I'll do that when I leave. I'll do that when I leave, when I go home.
Then you'll be able to.
How about you just get my restrictions removed right now?
I don't have the ability to.
You do. You
that.
phone Paul. He's got it. He just pushes one button on the computer.
I'm not a decision maker.
You phone Paul right now.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll.
Oh, here we go. Got somebody. Oh, did it come up?
So we'll be back shortly here, just looking into things.
What are we looking into?
Well, you've asked a lot of questions, and I'm trying to get some answers for you.
Yeah, it's not appropriate that you answer the questions, though. I should be talking directly to the people responsible, like the decision makers, if you follow me.
Yeah, and
That-
we've been over this before.
Yeah.
And the way to get through the decision makers is through corporate security.
But if you recall, like I talked,
Yes.
I've talked to my
Yes.
MLA, and you guys have no legal authority. It's a violation of my fundamental freedoms. And I understand you guys do it at arm's length by having a private security company do it on your behalf, but it's been found in case law that if you hire somebody to do something that actually infringes somebody's charter rights, that you've in fact done it. It's kind of like that theory of,
Well,
not doing something is an action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You did have the option of going through them when you had Corey as a rep, and that would be her. But
they cut her off.
I know.
Yeah,
See, and the first
because I
you-
won in court. So it was retaliatory. She didn't do anything or say anything to them. They cut her off because I won in court.
The first that I knew that you didn't have, well, number one, the first I knew anything about
When I
you
came
was
to
when
your
you
office,
came in.
which,
The
yeah.
first I knew, and as soon as I was told, or by you, that she is no longer a rep on the claim, once that happens, then obviously that ability to go through corporate security is no longer, because she's no longer your rep. So that we do have to address that. We know that. That is something that we're
But here's the
looking
thing.
at. But
Paul's
in the
knowing that
meantime,
since he did it in February.
that Corey was removed as a rep?
Paul did it. It's Paul Cuthill that did that.
Well, you told me you told me that she was no longer a
No,
rep.
she was removed by Paul, and then she went to go get back on. I said, no, I'm perfectly capable of doing this. These assertions of fear. See, you and me are able to have a reasonable conversation.
Not really.
We're not?
Not really. When I was just out here a moment ago, no, it wasn't a reasonable conversation.
Well, it's not a reasonable conversation because you guys are taking a position that I don't have a right to talk to my healthcare worker by phone, that she's not in this office, that my claim is in Courtney, but not my healthcare, my claim worker, and she's likely in the Lower Mainland, Richmond, but you haven't confirmed that. So here's the thing.
I haven't even had
No,
a
no.
chance to look
Here's
at
what's
the
going to happen,
claim,
and
I wouldn't even tell
here's
you
the way I look
who
at
it
it.
is
Let me.
or where they
Here's the
are.
way I look at it. If I can't talk to them by phone, and they're not able to talk to me through this office,
and you're not willing to go through corporate security.
it's not that I'm not willing to. You don't have the legal right, and I have a right to privacy of my medical information. And I've already told you that Paul Cuthill has violated that right by being in my files. He's a security guard that gets all my communications. He vets everything that comes to me and goes through, and he has access to my file. How would you feel if a security guard was going through your personal medical information?
But the thing is, you were coming in here, you're asking me these questions. I'm documenting your questions. I'm not looking at your file. I'm putting your
No, I didn't ask you about
on
my
your
file. No,
claim
he is in
What's
my
the
file.
difference?
He's
What's the
in my
difference?
file.
What's the difference of you telling me what your concerns on so I can get them noted and relayed, or you telling security?
The difference is that it's a violation of my rights. I have a right to talk to my claim worker. She is not fearful of me. She's trying to obfuscate my claim and prevent me from getting health care benefits. And she's using your corporate security and a false claim of fear to do it. Now, you're right. You say we don't have a reasonable conversation. It's because I have a medical condition where I get triggered when people are authoritarian and not following the laws and policies of Canada. Like when I went over and see the RCMP there, and they say, well, your claim was denied. Well, that's not true. Well, WorkSafe doesn't provide health care benefits. Well, that's not true. They don't directly. They're not a
We don't
doctor.
provide them. We pay for them.
You provide access to them. You can't deny that.
Well, yeah, we do. We do provide.
And without talking to my caseworker, I don't get access to those benefits. And no, so that's a lie. You've lied to the RCMP, not you personally, WorkSafe BC. You've lied. The RCMP said it's their position that you guys now, that you don't provide healthcare benefits. They're taking that position. The RCMP's position in Canada is that the Workers' Compensation Board does not provide healthcare benefits to injured workers. How's that going to go over? Like, this is a ridiculous situation. The fact that WorkSafe BC and, oh, here comes the boys. Hey, guys, they're all coming. Look at that. Here comes the boys in blue. Now we get an undertaking. They already got their gloves on. You already got your gloves on.
You betcha.
Did you not talk to your sergeant?
What would we talk to him about?
You guys are on Facebook Live, by the way.
We're recording as well.
You're recording. You have a body camera?
We have audio recording, and they have audio video.
Yeah, no, they have audio. I'm just surprised because I talked to the staff sergeant Kitimat, and he
So
said
it's,
not till like 2024.
You're David,
David,
correct?
right?
I am David. Yes, and who are
Constable Wilson.
Let's be
I don't
cordial.
shake hands.
You don't? Is that COVID or?
bumps.
Oh yeah, no
No,
problem.
I just don't like giving people
You know
my
what? I
hands.
want to. I wanted. I've never seen that before, bro. Hey, you know what? We got to. Like I talked to your staff sergeant. I said, if you guys come here, if they actually want to go to the point of actually calling the RCMP and having a worker arrested because they're trying to access healthcare benefits, then let's go before a judge. Let's go test it. Your staff sergeant's position is that WorkSafe BC.
That was a sergeant you were speaking to.
Yeah, this morning.
That was Sergeant House, yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't get his last name, but staff sergeant. That WorkSafe BC does not provide access to injured workers' healthcare benefits.
I think, to the best of my knowledge, my understanding, so I'm just
Yep.
going to share what I know
Yeah,
about this.
yeah.
As far as I know, he's saying this is not a medical facility.
No, and I totally agree.
But they would be a resource, but the same thing, there's no medical.
No, and I totally agree. We're not going to
Yeah.
argue about that. But here's the thing: on every hospital, there's a door, right? And you got to go through that door to get healthcare.
Sure.
WorkSafe is my door. I have a claim that's been accepted. I'm pensioned.
So that's not the same equivalent. So
No. I'm not going to argue with it. That's a question of law. Like you and me aren't going to argue about that. We're having different opinions. And I understand the RCMP's position is that the workers' compensation boards in Canada do not provide healthcare benefits to injured workers.
We don't have opinions on that.
No, that's what your staff sergeant said. So I wanted to test that. That's what I said. Oh my God, we need to test that in court because that's a really, really bad position. When you're willing to block somebody, because I went to your sergeant and said, look, a security guard, not a police officer, a person that has never taken, or actually has taken an oath because he's retired. Okay. But he's not a police officer anymore. He's a security guard. So he's not an enforcement officer in the province of British Columbia. He has no right to impose restrictions on someone's access to health care. Under section 423.1, since the pandemic, they made it really easy for the RCMP and the police to charge people for interfering with access to health care. By definition, this security guard is preventing me from talking to my caseworker who has to give me referrals and approve the payment of my health care. If I don't get that approval, I don't get.
Is with WorkSafe. They're not.
No. My issue right now is with Paul Cuthill of Corporate Security, who is in Victoria, who have instructed these people to not allow me to talk to my caseworker. They have blocked my computer access to the portal, which I got turned back on by talking to the Crown Prosecutor.
Have you contacted by phone, like their legal or security departments?
I'm not dealing with the security, like I just told you. They are security guards. They have no legal authority. And here's the problem. I forget your name. Sorry.
It's on the shoulder here.
Wilson. They have no legal authority. It's not in the Act. It's not in legislation.
So you're
here's the thing.
Stop for a second, because I need to explain myself.
Yep.
You're talking about speaking to WorkSafe. You're saying there's a block in the road that you're not allowed to speak to people at WorkSafe. Is that the issue?
There's a block that's being there caused by an individual under direction of his employer. And that's what your sergeant said to me.
Does he have a supervisor?
Well, he's actually the head of Vancouver Island. He does have a supervisor, but like we went to court, and their position and the government of British Columbia's position is these people are claiming that they fear for their safety. Now, look at this. They say it's okay for me to come to the office and talk to these people about gaining access to my caseworker. Mm-hmm. So I can physically come and talk to these people in this office. Okay. However, I'm not allowed to talk to a person on the phone because they fear for their safety. Okay. That doesn't make any sense. Like, you guys right now are far more in danger in my presence than you would be over a telephone.
For sure.
But so they're reasoning that person is in danger in Vancouver talking to me on the telephone is unreasonable. And they don't even have the color of right. They're not enforcement officers. And I've confirmed with my MLA and the Crown Prosecutor that what would be appropriate in this case, if there was an actual danger, would be to go, you guys to give me an undertaking or arrest me, however is suitable. If I'm a danger to myself or others, take me in. If I'm not, undertaking.
How would that help things move ahead here?
Sorry, I lost my train of thought. I have PTSD. When people interrupt, it just totally wipes me out.
Okay, but you're also, we can't spend our whole day. This is...
Oh, no, you could. You're police. You guys could spend all day here
David,
for
I'm
weeks.
telling
You could.
Like, have the resources to tie up with you.
And I'm not, here's the thing. I agree with you, it's a waste of resources, but that's 100%. WorkSafe that's causing it.
Then you need to speak with WorkSafe.
No, I don't. No. See, because I've reported a crime to you guys, and your position is because his boss told him to do that, it's not a crime. But here, no, let me finish. This is what I was getting to. I am now pensioned because my employer told me to expose children to
Parents even post on
asbestos
15s.
at a daycare. My employer told me, I want you to rip down these walls, jackhammer the floor, and expose these kids to asbestos. And you know what I said? No, that's wrong. I'm not going to do what my employer says. When I went to deal with WorkSafe, they've told me, well, you would still have your job if you had just done what your employer said. So, and you guys are doing what your employer said. Your boss has told you to come down here and interfere with somebody's right to access healthcare. And I'm not going to, I want you to know this. You guys, let me finish.
So
You guys, I'm not going to do anything to. But your sergeant that sent you here and told me this morning that I had no right to healthcare, I am going to go to the small claims court and I am going to sue him personally for interfering with my
That's your
access.
choice, David.
No, but that's where we're getting to.
Why
Yeah.
we're here is because there's been a
Write me an
complaint
undertaking.
about you here.
Write me an undertaking for trespass and I will leave.
Same way you don't like people interrupting you.
Yep,
It's the same for us. So tell you what, man, give me 3 minutes here, okay?
Yep.
So my understanding
Yep,
is
let me
you're
just put this
talking
down.
about- Sure. You're talking about intimidation of access to healthcare.
That's right. You're bang on.
Yeah. So
Bang
again,
on.
Don't interrupt, man. Like, same way loses my train of thought, right?
Okay,
So,
respect.
okay, so intimidation to healthcare.
Yep.
This is not a healthcare facility under the criminal code. Okay?
No,
No,
it's a
again,
place. Under the criminal code, it
Again,
says
man,
a place that,
let
no,
me talk, man. So, healthcare providers, also my understanding is you do have a claim, right? They just can't help you here.
no, see, your sergeant told me this morning that WorkSafe BC told them my claim was denied.
My understanding is we just spoke to the staff here. They told us, what did they tell us? They
They
can't.
said that your pension is accepted and you have to go through corporate security.
No, I don't. And see, this, I'm not gonna talk to, this is where we're gonna disagree. This is where we're gonna disagree, and this is where I'm saying, write me an undertaking on trespass,
Okay.
and I will go home peacefully, we'll get a date, and I'll take it before a judge. Okay? Will you guys do that?
So that's not gonna, so what that will resolve, what we would be arresting you for
I've
here-
been before the judges. Don't tell me how the judge is gonna react. You don't get to do that. I've been before the judges before, I'll be before them again.
Why are you interrupting everybody's?
I have a medical, you're right.
You're not even letting me get my words.
No, you're right, I'm interrupting, but if you ask these people and you looked at my medical thing, it says I have
You
PTSD
don't
with
wanna hear-
reaction,
you don't
with
wanna hear
reaction.
what we have to say.
Well, because I know what you're gonna say, you're just gonna repeat what your sergeant said.
Then you already know how this is gonna go, man.
Well, then write the undertaking, that's all I'm asking for, write the undertaking.
We didn't come down here on our sergeant's instruction. We got a call from the manager here. She said she is giving me direction and you are not following.
What was the direction? No, tell me what the direction
That
was.
you need to go through corporate security services.
No, but that's not, that's not legal
They are
order.
giving you instruction for
They're
it.
telling you how to do
And
it.
you
I'm
are
not following it,
I'm giving
and I'm not following it.
Okay?
So what do you guys wanna do here? How do you wanna
You are
resolve this?
scaring
want you to
their
leave.
I'm not
employees
scaring them.
and they want you to leave.
There's people
You're
standing.
saying that I'm scary?
There's people
They have
standing
reported
across the
that.
road.
Voice
Yeah.
that says go to one at a time.
But because that's their policy
Can
to
I
do.
please talk, man? Because you're freaking them out. People are trying to do their job.
I'm
and
not
they're standing
freaking anybody out.
across
I was sitting there, it's all on Facebook Live.
Okay.
Until you guys got here, nobody left their job. You guys are the escalation. You guys are the disturbance.
They were
You
on the
guys
phone
are the
when we
problem.
got here, man.
You're the problem.
Okay, so you're.
I'm not the problem.
They're asking you to leave.
They have not asked me to leave. Nobody from this office asked me to leave.
You're causing a disturbance.
I'm telling you right now, nobody from WorkSafe BC has told me to leave this office.
I'm telling you.
In fact, the lady from there said she came out here just a few minutes ago and she said, I'm in the back and we're trying to resolve this issue. I'm talking to the people in Vancouver and we're trying to resolve it. And then you guys come walking up the that's not trying to resolve anything.
Well, because you're freaking out. You're very hard to talk to, man. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, no, but that's a medical condition.
Okay.
Okay? So but I'm not threatening. Hard to talk to is not threatening. Hard to talk to is not threatening.
You are causing a disturbance.
No, now I am, but I was peaceful before you got here. You guys elevated things because I've been wrongfully arrested and assaulted by the RCMP recently.
Well, we're not gonna do that, man.
And I thank you for
Yeah.
that, but I shouldn't have to thank you for not assaulting me. But that's where we're at in society
You
right
are
now.
gonna have to leave today, though, man.
Well then, I'm going to refuse. So all you have to do then is write me an undertaking.
Refuse and I'll have to arrest
So this
you.
is why.
Yeah, but that you could also give me an undertaking
David,
because I'm not a threat to anybody. I
do you
want to.
understand what an undertaking is?
Yes, I've had them previously.
What is it?
It means that I'm under arrest and I have to agree to come to the court and just go and speak to the judge.
And there would be a release condition on an undertaking, right?
No, I understand that.
You can't come.
That
here.
would be a no-go to.
That's
be
not a big deal.
work
I already have that. Do you not understand? Effectively, they've cut me off.
safe. So this is what we're trying to work through. What we're saying is the undertaking isn't gonna help resolve your issue.
No, it is. And I don't want your legal advice. I'm going to tell you right
I'm
now.
not a lawyer, I'm not giving you legal advice.
Our conversation now is over. I will not leave here until you write me an undertaking. I'm not going to be violent and threatening. I'm not going to resist. Once you write me an undertaking that says I can go before a judge and I can tell them what happened here today and why I believe that this is a wrongful arrest and that WorkSafe BC are being deceptive with both the RCMP and the Crown, that they're asserting things of fear that are not true. I understand the position they're taking. I understand what they're saying. But you got to understand that yesterday morning, I was on a class action lawsuit against WorkSafe BC in Ontario. It's going forward. So we could also consider this retaliatory, to claim fear when I'm actually actively part of a lawsuit. You understand that, right? So no, I'm not gonna. I don't expect you guys to look into that. Well, like I said, there's a lot of layers here. It's been going on for over 12 years. I am being peaceful. I am not a threat to anybody. I believe that my rights are being violated, my civil rights, my fundamental freedoms. Right? So that's your number one law you're supposed to respect, right? I'm also believe I'm not being treated equitably by the RCMP, that deference is being given to the people that, at WorkSafe BC.
You made that super clear, man.
So then write me the undertaking.
You just want to talk,
No, I want to go to talk to the right person, and you guys are not the right person because you're going to do what your boss tells you.
I'm not going to try and have a conversation with you because you're unable to have a conversation.
No, I'm able to. I'm not able to have a conversation with a cipher.
No,
you're a cipher.
You just keep cutting me off.
Well, you're a cipher. You don't have a mind. You just do what you're told.
David, we make our decisions independently.
No,
I didn't
okay.
come here with
No.
a set, stop, please. I've listened to you.
Yeah, you did.
patiently.
But here's what I said is I don't want to have a conversation. I just want you guys to do your job and give me the piece of paper, the blue piece of paper.
Okay,
I will sign it and we will see each other in
You
court.
would get arrested though, and you'll go back to cells. And
No, that's your choice. That's discretion.
No, that's stopping continuation because you're refusing to leave.
No, I've actually said,
Okay,
and it's
then
on
leave.
video, that I will leave as soon as you give me an undertaking.
This is a release document from custody. An undertaking is a release from custody. With your
But you can write it here.
So I'm going to tell you right now, with your escalated behavior, I don't feel safe writing a document in front of you and trusting that you'll leave. You've already said you won't leave.
No, I've said I won't leave until you give me the proper documentation that will allow me to go before a judge.
Okay, so we're going to try.
So if you guys want to take me to cells, then do that.
David.
I will put my hands behind my back.
You don't want to.
David.
No, I will put my hands behind my back. You guys can take me, and then just get me before the judge quickly today because I don't want you guys to hold me over the weekend. It's Thursday. Will you at least get me home?
David.
Here you go. Oh, my hands are behind my back. I'm on my knees.
I'm going to talk and you're going to listen to
I'm
me.
not doing anything. I'm on my knees.
We're going to
I'm
verbally arrest you for causing a disturbance, and we're going to release you on scene right here on an undertaking, summoning you to court and putting you on conditions not to come back here. That's what we're going to do. Constable Valdez is going to go get an undertaking right now. There's one in my bag if you don't have one. You can stand up. We're going to verbally arrest you. Once we release you by way of undertaking, you'll leave. If you don't, then we'll take you into custody into ourselves.
Thank you,
Because
officer.
that would
Thank
be
you.
repetition.
Thank you. That is all I want. Thank you, sir, for doing your job in a respectful fashion.
This is probably not the best way to accomplish what you want to accomplish.
That's a difference of opinion. You know what? My wife, years ago when I got arrested in Courtenay, similar kind of situation.
Stop talking for a second.
No, I'm talking to this
I
gentleman.
have to read
Yeah,
you
well, I'm
your
talking to
rights.
him. When I got arrested
David,
in
you're under
Courtenay.
arrest. He's reading you your rights and caution. We need to provide
Yeah,
this.
that's fine.
Okay. So you're under arrest for causing a disturbance.
No, I didn't cause a disturbance.
Yes, I'm
I should
telling
be
you-
arrested for
I'm
trespass.
telling you right now what you're being arrested for. Don't tell me what I'm arrested
No, I'm telling
for.
you that I should be arrested for trespass. Under the criminal code, I refuse to leave a building when ordered to. That's not
So
that's
we'll
not
make
causing
our
a
decision
disturbance.
on the charges here.
Dude.
Yeah, I'm telling you that you guys can play it up. They also called me standing in a parking lot, break and enter. You guys can escalate it as much as you want.
You have the right to retain and instruct counsel in private without delay. You may call any lawyer you want. There's a telephone, 24-hour telephone service available which provides the legal aid due to lawyer who can give you legal advice in private. This advice is given without charge, and the lawyer can explain the legal aid plan to you. If you wish to contact a legal aid due to lawyer, I can provide you with the telephone number. Do you understand?
I do understand my rights.
Do you want to call a lawyer?
Well, no, you're going to release me here, so.
Offense date today, it's for cause disturbance, okay?
Yeah, well, that's your guys' sure.
Yep, yep.
I mean, like, clearly it's trespass, but you guys can do whatever you want, right?
So it'll be for a court date here in Terrace. Do you know where the,
I'll find it, man. Don't worry
Okay,
about that.
so
Honestly,
address is there.
I want to be here. You have no concern about me not showing up to court.
and obviously you found the attachment today?
Yep,
So
I know where you guys
on
are.
the 30th, so the day before,
Yep.
you're to attend the detachment to provide your fingerprints and photo, okay? The only condition I'm gonna put for this one is gonna be a non-attendance here.
Yeah, that's no problem, man.
Yep.
Like,
So what I'm gonna give you to do, David, if you understand that condition, I'm just gonna get an initial here, right next to the E. Yep. And then, So, you said it was like 10 years ago?
10 years ago, did I sign one?
Yeah,
No, that was only a few years ago.
a few years ago.
Yeah, it's on the same claim, right?
Okay.
Yeah, they didn't want to give me this
Okay,
pension
I'll
that I have.
explain it anyways then, just
Yep.
because it's been a while. So essentially, if you fail to attend court, you fail to provide your fingerprints on the 30th there, or you fail to abide by any of the conditions, in this case, just no go to this location, you would be charged with a new.
Okay.
Okay.
Here's something interesting. I'm going to be wearing my body cam when I come to the RCMP office that day.
Okay, that's fine.
Thank you, sir. That's all. I just wanted to make that clear.
So I will say, once we're inside,
I'm going to say,
you wouldn't be allowed to have it.
I don't know. Well,
In the lobby, 100%.
Yeah.
It's a public space. Once you're through that door, we wouldn't allow you to have that.
and under what law is that?
We have a right to privacy, and there's.
Well, yeah, but as long as there's no private documents or anything, I should be able to document my experience of being fingerprinted and
Tell you
dealt
what,
with
if
the
you want to
RCMP.
have audio, I'm completely fine with that. We just
Yeah.
won't allow you to have video.
Well,
anyways,
maybe we can cross that bridge. Maybe I can talk to your
Exactly.
staff sergeant
Sure,
about that, or
sure.
maybe we can ask for an
So
exception.
for now, you
Yep.
understand that if you don't show up to court, you don't show up for your fingerprints, or you attend here, you'll be charged with a new offense.
Oh yeah, man. No,
Okay.
I'm going to be there. You know that.
So I'll just get you to sign here, however you wish, just where it says accused. And then I'll sign here where it says police officer. And I'll sign as well saying I served this document to you. Okay.
And thank you for serving this document and not taking me to cells. I really appreciate it.
And I'll get you a copy in a sec here.
I know you probably would have chosen cells. I know.
I wanted you just to leave, man.
Yeah, I know. But then if I don't do what you say, you're the cells kind of guy, aren't you? I really appreciate you doing this for me, though.
So that's one part of your UTA there.
Oh, see, I was expecting blue. Last time I got a blue copy.
Yeah, no, these are all new forms. Okay.
All right,
So-
guys.
Again, October 30th and 31st.
All right. Tell all the people at WorkSafe BC, I hope they feel good and safe now that I've departed. You guys have a great day.
You take care of it.
All right, you guys as well. Do something productive today, eh?